I'm Michael Chipman, Lagree Senior Master Trainer, and welcome to the Do You Lagree podcast. Each episode, you'll meet the people behind the Lagree method, the studio owners, trainers, founders, and experts who share how they discovered Lagree and the moment they knew they wanted to bring it to their communities. We'll talk about the rewards and challenges of building a business and community around this powerful fitness method and the lessons learned along the way. Now, let's get to today's episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Do You Lagree? I'm Michael Chipman, and I'm so happy to have the chance to spend some time today with not only one of my favorite Lagree studio owners, but one of my favorite people in the Lagree community in the world, Gabriella Manescu. She is a native of Romania who is now my neighbor here in Nice, France, on the Côte d'Azur. And Gabriela is the owner of Body Tailor Monaco, a super chic studio. She's in the studio right now. You can see how chic it is right behind her in the heart of Monte Carlo. That includes an elegant Lagree studio with 2 mega pros and 2 adjacent rooms for massage, lymphatic drainage, facial treatments, etc. If you're ever in Monaco and want a full-service me day, you should definitely stop by Body Tailor for the afternoon or the morning or the evening. Gabriela, welcome to Do You Lagree?
Michael, so happy to see you, and thank you so much for this invitation. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, me too. It's been such a fun journey. I've kind of, I joined your journey almost at the point where you were ready to open the studio, but I had the privilege of doing a level 1 certification with you, and I had the chance to work for several months at the studio last summer. I loved working with you and your staff and teaching your incredible clients from all over the world. It's a really unique and special studio. It's why I thought it would be fun to talk to you about the studio, but I want to just dive in, and what I like to do is just have people introduce themselves and their background with Lagree. How did you discover Lagree? How did you get hooked to the method? And then what made you eventually want to decide to open a studio? Because you're one of those people who, and you're not the only one, but it's kind of amazing. You had actually never taken a full Lagree class before you opened your studio. Is that right?
True. Exactly. I don't know if it's like, I don't think that for everyone it's like that, but for me, yes.
Yeah. So how did it happen? Tell me how you discovered Lagree, and then how did the passion or the discovery, the excitement about Lagree then fold into your plans for opening the beautiful studio in Monaco?
Yeah. So a long story, but I will try to make it shorter. It's true that my concept, it was already ready, let's say, or I had everything on the paper in my mind. I was working on this project. And like you said already, we have 4 pillars here. So we don't do just Lagree. It's a concept with 4 pillars. So on that direction of sport, let's say, I wasn't sure yet. I knew it that I will do something special, but I didn't know exactly what will be. And one day,
the fitness part of it, you didn't know what the fitness part would be.
The fitness part, I at the beginning I was thinking that I will go with Pilates because I'm a teacher too. So I said, okay, let's go with Pilates. But I had the feeling that it's not enough for Monaco. Or I did my research and I saw that there is nothing special to Monaco. And I had a good friend that she just came back from Paris, and she said to me like, did you ever try Lagree? Did you hear about Lagree? I said, no, yes, I saw the machines, I saw the concept, but I never tried. So it started from that meeting with this friend. And from that moment, I started to do research about what is who is behind Lagree, everything. And I remember that I decided like, okay, let's contact Sebastian and let's see what's happening, what is with this method, because everyone was like crazy about. And on my research, I was contacting everyone that I saw that they do Lagree. So I started to ask like, what do you think about this method, hours, everything? And after my meeting with Sebastian, we had a video call. And it was the moment when I was thinking already a lot about. I remember that after that meeting, I traveled to Paris. I went just to see the machines because in my project and in my vision, the machine, they wasn't black. So I had like, so when I had my studio in my mind. And when I saw that they are not black, I had a moment when I was thinking, maybe it's not that machine. Anyway, after I visit Paris, for me, it was for sure that
Do you remember which studio you went to in Paris?
I don't want to say the wrong name, but I think it's Snake or Shake.
Snake and Twist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you saw the machine and you decided this is it. This is the workout that I want to do, and then you decided to bring it into your studio. And I think it was at that point that you and I had connected on Instagram somehow. I was doing a certification in Bordeaux at Lagree Lab with Sophie and Julien there, a beautiful studio in Bordeaux. And they had bought 10 machines, but ended up only having room for 8. And so they had 2 leftover machines. And I posted on Instagram that there were 2 Mega Pros for sale. And immediately you contacted me, like within an hour or so, I think. And you know, it's like the stars just aligned for you. You needed 2 machines for your studio. So that's and then you and I met up in Monaco as well.
I think it was meant to be. Because I remember a friend from Munich. She just explained me that she had the certification with you, and she said, like, if you ever do the Lagree, he's the guy, do the certification. Yes, here is a Michael. He just gave me all the details about you. And it was that moment when I was already following you and I saw your post about the 2 machines, about the 2 megas. And yeah, it's true. It was the moment when I contacted you and everything was changing after.
That was amazing. Yeah, that you and I were able to meet up at the beautiful Café de Paris on the Place du Casino in Monte Carlo, and we talked about it. And I just kind of explained what the certification process was. You told me about your process, and I was just fascinated at how determined you were to bring this studio into existence and to make it work, to bring all the pieces of it together, and then how it seems like everything just kind of lined up. The timing was perfect. You and I met. The machines came to be. The permits came through finally from the principality for you to be able to open your studio. What is your life philosophy? I wonder. I've never really asked you this, but because it seems like things kind of happen magically for you in opening your studio. Like everything really lined up, and I'm wondering if you have a philosophy about that things work out, that you just kind of have a trust and a determination that when you decide to do something, it's going to work out. Am I right about that?
Yeah, let's say yeah.
Okay.
I never give up and I don't do the compromise. If I have a vision, I go until the end with that one. And even it was a long way with this project, I never want to give up and I never want to compromise my vision. I said, this is my vision. I want to have it like that and it will be like that at the end. And I believe that there is a solution for everything. And yeah,
because there were a lot of roadblocks along the way in opening your studio, right? I mean, you just I assume, was there pressure from the local like the regulations in Monaco to change your concept for what you wanted to do in the space?
That it was that part too. It was really a huge process of the authorization but I think the most harder, the most difficult part, it was to find the right space or place, let's say. And I didn't want to change nothing. I knew that I wanted only in the center of Monaco, and I didn't want to go around, or I wanted to have it here. And for that, it was more than 2 years ago, and I struggled with a lot of things. But look, at the end, we have Body Tailor, and
Yeah.
it's ready of Body Tailor. I can't believe that the time is flying like that, and wow, what the
You
experience.
did it. Yeah. And I want to circle back to something you just said earlier. You said when you looked at what was in Monaco, there was nothing special. What did you mean by that?
I did my research. Like I think everyone, when you want to start a business, after actually, for me wasn't like, okay, I will do a business here. No, I just wanted to do something that I love. It's all my passion together. It's everything that I love. You can find in Body Tailor. So I started with that concept that I didn't know that in Monaco there is something similar or no. So I started to search if there is. I saw that there is nothing like this kind of concept, like skincare, beauty, sport, or whatever all together. And
What was the fourth one? So you said there were 4 pillars. There was skincare, beauty,
so we have,
sport, and then the fourth one was what?
it's the boutique. We have a
Oh,
shop.
the boutique. Yeah. You sell all the beautiful products there in the shop as well.
All the products that we work with some of amazing brands for the skincare, and we have a boutique in front of the reception with all these brands.
So it was a combination of things that you're very passionate about, things that you wanted to build into the studio, and then also just something that you saw did not exist in the market in Monaco, and you felt like you could build something that would really cater to that particular community.
Yeah, I wanted to build something that feels like I never work. No, I'm happy to be here, like daily, without feeling that I'm working. I do exactly what I love to do and what I did all my life, and yeah.
Yeah, it's that old saying that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's fantastic. So, Lagree is known as a luxury brand. Actually, I tell people in certifications, it's the Louis Vuitton of exercise, of fitness, and we have to teach it at that level. We have to. It's so elegant, it's so beautiful and nuanced and full body, and you get so much done in 45 minutes. It's cardio, it's stretching, it's flexibility, it's muscle endurance, it's strength, it's toning, it's mental endurance. There's so many aspects that Lagree does, and it really is a luxury brand when it comes to exercise and fitness. It's also very expensive, even in like regular cities. It's kind of known as the most expensive brand. But you decided to open in probably one of the most exclusive and expensive markets in the world, if not the most exclusive and luxurious market in the world. And I wonder because there are other people who are going to do it in other places like Dubai and in very expensive, high-end, luxurious markets. What were the considerations that you thought about when you were opening a studio in a place like Monaco that has very high expectations and a very high level expectation of service and even cost? Like in some places, they want things to be expensive.
Yeah, I think it was one of the reasons when I started to do the research, when I saw that, London, Paris, everywhere in Europe, it was already, everyone know it about Lagree. It was, like you said, a luxury, let's say a new luxury method. It was like something really you have to do, And I was surprised that when I started to ask, when I started to discuss, because I had already friends, clients around, and so they didn't know the method. Only people that they knew about Lagree, it was coming from London, especially Dubai and Paris. For the rest, no one. Like it was like, what is Lagree? What means that? It's also kind of a copy of Pilates. Everyone, actually, we have clients that even now they come in Body Tailor and they're like, I want to do Pilates. They explained that it's true that machine looks like a Pilates or reformer machine, but it's nothing there, like no connection with Pilates. And like you said, Michael, I find it that it's this method. It's like everything together. I don't know. It's like a small, like a gym, like an entire gym on the machine. You can do everything on that machine. You don't need to do something else or more. Even here, everyone do something plus. They don't do only one kind of activities, let's say. And on the moment, I think the moment when I knew that I want to bring Lagree to Monaco, it was the moment when I understand that it's not just a physical workout, it's a mental workout too. For me, that I did sport all my life, and sport, it was always an answer for everything in this life. It was really important, that part too of mental work, and we have to admit that Lagree, it's challenge you on that part. For me,
as much mentally as physically.
True, 100% true for me. So when I saw that there is nothing special in Monaco, I say there is everything in Monaco, but not Lagree. So I think one of the reasons that I wanted to bring Lagree here, it was that there is no something similar with.
Yeah, there was no Lagree studio here before.
It was the first one, and for the moment we are the only one. We hope that we'll have soon someone, because somehow sometimes it's better to have the let's say the
competition. Yeah, I think there's a micro studio at the French Riviera hotel, but that's actually in France, right? It's not actually in Monaco. It's nearby, but
I was them. I saw them using location. Yeah.
You've become a very passionate practitioner of Lagree too. You do it a lot, and you've gotten so much stronger. And I wonder if Lagree has met your expectations, exceeded your expectations. Has it surprised you? What has Lagree brought to your life in terms of someone who practices as well as being a studio owner on a regular basis?
I think Lagree changed my vision about the practices, about the sport, about everything, because I was running all my life. All my friends, they call me like Forrest,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Everyone knows me like Forrest. And with Lagree, I stopped it. I'm now only one time per week, not more. And my first class, you became my mentor. That is for sure. And I think you are our mentor, even for the team, even for everyone here. And I remember my first class, when I took my first class Lagree. Oh my God, it was so intensive. It was like nothing else. And I changed it a lot. I still do gym, but what I noticed, it's the fact that I became so strong. There is a huge progress in everything. And it's true that I do. It's not daily, but sometimes if I have a space, I'm on the Lagree almost every day. I think I'm the most,
consistent client
from here. And I speak on how important it's to be consistent in everything that you do. Actually, in this life, it's important. Even for when you do something like, it doesn't matter, Lagree or Pilates or whatever you do, it's important to be consistency is the key in everything. So I'm really consistent with my Lagree session daily. And I do with all the trainers. I do. Actually, I stopped with that. Everything starts in Body Tailor with a class with me. When we have a new teacher, or started with a class with me, I became a huge fan. And you know that when you are around, it's my dream. It's to have a place in your classes.
Well, I look forward to coming back. It's so fun to teach you. One thing I've noticed when you practice, and you can actually tell a lot about someone and sort of their, or you can glean a lot from the way people practice on the Lagree machine. And you're one of those people who just, you can tell that you're feeling it. It's intense. You want to, your body wants to, or your mind wants you to quit because of the pain, because of the intensity. But you don't give up. You don't break. You keep going. You keep pushing through. And I see the determination in your eyes. I see the determination in your mind, and it's impressive. And I think that determination has served you very well in both building your company, building your studio, and opening in such a challenging market as well. I wonder, when you were thinking about opening a studio in Monaco, did you think that, okay, it's Monaco, it has to be like the most luxurious, the highest end finishes, the most, it has to have a massage room next door, we have to be able to offer other things? Or is that just because those are things that you were passionate about? Or did you think, if this is going to work in Monte Carlo, it has to be very, very high end, it has to be very chic, and then you held to that vision all the way through? What was your thought process in designing the studio for that particular community?
Yeah, I think there is a special market here in Monaco, and our last year here, it's just the confirmation that there is a special market here. The clientele from here, it's really, really super, how to say, exigent, super
demanding.
So everything has to be impeccable. And I knew it that I have to do something like high level, because the clients, they can, or maybe they have already, or we have some clients that they have a mini or micro at home too. So I think, has to be something really high level. Otherwise, you're just studio.
Yeah. I think one of the things that really sets your studio apart too, that's different from most all other studios in the world, is you have two machines. And that's a big difference. In fact, Sebastian now is pushing for a lot of studios to open with 30, 40, like 50 machines even. And you went the complete opposite directions. You got two machines, and I assume that was a very specific and clear choice as well. And that was part of what you were thinking, the service that you would be offering to the people in your community as like semi-private or private fitness instruction. Was that part of your thought process as well?
Yeah, that I knew it already, that I want to build something big in a small place. So I remember even the discussion that I had with Sebastian, that I know that he advised me, maybe it's better to go with a small machine. And I said, no way. I want the Mega. I don't want anything else, just a Mega. I want the best machine. And for me, it was the project. It was made it like that. I knew that I would have something really private. I didn't want to have a group class. It was out of discussion to do like with more than, I don't know, maximum 4 machines, let's say. But at the end, it was the dimension that we didn't have space for more than 2. We wanted with intention to keep it like small, let's say, but really private. I think the client from here, they prefer to have a private class. We, like, let's say 50% of our clients, they do the private, and then it's a maximum. We do it with a friend, with a husband, wife, and whatever, 2 friends. It's a maximum. And it was my idea for the beginning. That's why I said that it's a little bit different concept. At the beginning, I didn't know that Lagree will be a huge part of my business. I was focused more on that part of beauty treatments and so on. But at the end, Lagree, it's already like a super important pillar in our business.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I've seen a lot of studios open with Pilates, mat Pilates, or yoga and Lagree, and eventually Lagree just ends up taking over or becomes a much bigger part of the calculus than they were expecting because people love it. I think it's because of the completeness of it that people feel like when they do Lagree, it's done. You do everything in 45 minutes. And for people in your community, in a luxury brand community like Monaco, I think people really appreciate that sense of getting as much done in 45 minutes as possible, and then they're out and on their way out to their yacht for dinner or the F1 or whatever it is that they're going to.
But
Yeah. How is it working with two machines? As far as if you don't have to like divulge any detailed business information, but how's it going? How's it working with two machines there?
honestly, we are almost full booked always. We have 5 trainers, lot of demands. Sometimes we have a waiting list. I don't like when we have to say we don't have space or no availabilities for today. But yeah, we have this kind of moments. And like I said, for me, because you mentioned that I'm super focused on my training, and when I'm on the machine, I'm there. I try to stay there. My mind's there with me, and we have a lot of clients. They prefer this kind of let's say vibe. I know that the Lagree usually, or in especially in LA, it's different. It seems like different because of the music. But here, no, the music is not so important. The fact that the trainer, it's the teacher is like focus on you and only on you. You cannot change that. You have to be like, to do everything so perfectly that all the feedback that we have from our clients, because I'm here all day long and I like to ask to know exactly the feedback after the class. And it's one of the most tough class that they ever did on Lagree. And I think it's about the fact that it's private and the focus is only on you.
Yeah, for sure. That there's an energy in a private class that you're on the spotlight is on you the whole time, and the coach is right next to you. And that's one thing I loved about teaching there is like I was right next to people all the time. So, a lot of times you have to move around the room. I teach at a studio in London that has 20 machines. And, I get like 10,000 steps in just teaching 3 classes there. And in Monaco, at Body Tailor, it's very, very intimate and focused. And it's either, it's a semi-private of 2 people or private. I taught a lot of private classes as well at your studio, and was able to give people a lot of personalized attention. And I think that I had the sense that your clients are people who really, really want that. They crave that. They need that. They expect that kind of detailed, personalized attention, and they respond to it. They're there for it, and they want to get that feedback.
Exactly. You saw that, and you have this experience with us. It's really, they want on that 40, actually we do 50 minutes classes. They want to have like a super, super intensive workout. And in my opinion, for sometimes I prefer to have someone with me because I'm like, I feel the challenge, and anyway, I do the classes with the clients because I need to see the level of each client. I love that part because I'm able to know exactly with who I should put that client in the class, because I can feel, the energy, the type of everything. And I like to do the classes is with every single client. I don't know if I have clients that I didn't took a class one time at least with them. And really focus on everything. And I don't think that, let's say our clients, I think they prefer to have this kind of private, not a group class. So
Yeah. Wow. So you've actually taken class with each one. I mean, that's some pretty high level service, Gabriela, to take a class with
Um,
every single one of your clients, to notice how they work on the machine, to notice how they're responding to the method, and then be able to pair them with just because you know all of your clients personally and individually, and you can pair them with people that they'll work well with. That's kind of that's next level service there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's true. And sometimes I love to, to see if we still keep the high level of training too. So the boys, the girls, they know here that I'm always on the class. There is no week without having the class with each of them. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's really, really, I had, the feedback. It's like, Gabriela, when it's with you, I have the feeling that it's even more difficult, but it's just a feeling because every time it's difficult, it's just the impression that I'm there with them, or they have the feeling that the class is different. But no.
That's really impressive. I don't think there's a lot of studio owners who take classes. Maybe there are. I guess I've talked to a lot of studio owners who practice, but not all of them practice as often as that, or as that involved with the coaches taking their classes all the time. So that's it's one of the beautiful things about your studio, because it's so intimate, because it's so small, and because the studio is small. You have 5 trainers. You can be very, very detailed and focused on the tiny details and the quality and the elegance of the work that you're doing, and the service that you're providing to your clients, and keeping your coaches on their toes as well. So I think that's probably a big part of why your studio is working, and why the private and semi-private classes work, because of that attention to detail. I felt it when I was there. That's so cool. What about from a business point of view? I know the classes. Can you, if you would, just tell people how much your classes cost?
Yeah, of course. It's 150 for a private class.
150 euros.
I think it's a normal price from here. Even a private coach.
For sure, yeah.
Else.
Even in LA, I think 150 for a private class was not out of the question. I was maybe it was a little bit less than that, but not much.
We have some packages for our clients that they are here since the beginning, and they are constantly here. And yeah, this is the price for a private, and it's 90 for a duo when you are in a duo with someone else. And yeah.
Nice. And so even from a rentabilité, for profitability perspective, it's working with those price points on your classes.
It's working, and like I said already, our main services is not just Lagree. So we have like packages with mixed, let's say, recovery treatments and everything with the Lagree together. And at the end, the concept was well done.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that everything is working out so well, and that your vision came to life. What were the biggest challenges for you in opening your studio? And if you were to give advice to someone who's looking to open a studio in a luxury market like yours, what advice would you give them? What would you have done differently? What do you think worked really well?
Cool. I don't think that I will do something different. I think it's really important to do, of course, your business plan before. I think the location is really important. I think the rent can change everything in the business. I'm happy that I didn't give up on the idea, and I didn't do, like I said, the compromise with the location first for me.
So how long did it take you to land on your location, to finally get the papers signed and be able to start work?
It was more than 2 years, because I didn't want to give up. I wanted this place. When I went the first time inside, I had my vision became like the reality. It was exactly the place that I wanted to have it. It was the most important for me. It was the location. Of course, that time that it was delayed for everything, but I took that time like an advantage, I did a lot of training with the trainers. I had time to choose my team, and in this business, and like I have seen everything, the team, it's really important. It's not just the place. Without a beautiful team, you cannot build something really, really strong. And I think my advice is that, take that time and do a strong foundation, because at the end, strong foundation, it's really important for your business.
So good business plan, build a strong team, put all the pieces together and have a clear vision. What took so long? Why did it take 2 years?
No, it was special for this place, I guess, and for the authorization that I wanted to have it. I don't know if it's for everyone like that in Monaco.
So just meetings, lawyers, talking to real estate people, just working through the whole system.
Exactly, and I think in Monaco it's different from other countries with authorization. There is some activities that you cannot have them without an authorization, specific one, and that's why.
Yeah, and you were learning French the whole time while you were doing that process.
At the beginning, when I started this project, I didn't speak French, not at all. It was
That's amazing, and you speak such good French now.
Start to work with my team. I changed everything. Now it's really sometimes it's difficult to switch with English, because the French became for me
more fluent.
Yeah, definitely. So we will learn a lot on this year. We learn a lot from the clients every single day. There is a huge experience with the clients. Every single client that go out from the Body Tailor. There is something that I need to take from each one. The advices, everything. And I say that to the team, like daily, always, nothing personally. I wanted to have everything like super constructive, in the way that we can improve something, like to do better and better and better, because actually we grow up like that together.
Yeah. It's I felt that as well when I was working with your clients. There's always something. In fact, sometimes I had 4 hours to teach, and I would often teach 4 completely different routines based on the people who came into the room. Because, sometimes people come in and they're brand new. They've never taken a Lagree class before. They think it's Pilates or something, and so you have to, not change the method at all. But then there are people, you have some really strong clients who come to your studio as well. And, there's some really, really strong people who come into your studio. And so then for them, I had to really step it up and give them a super challenging, high level kind of Lagree class. And so I would often teach 4 completely different routines in one afternoon at your studio. And that's, that's a place where you can do that, actually.
That's right. Find it the challenging.
Would you do it again if you had to go back? Would you do it again just with 2 machines, or would you want to do more machines? Or
no, definitely I will do more this kind of private small boutique. I love the idea. Of course, if I will ever open the second one, and we have a lot of let's say project for futures, but not here in Monaco. Definitely we can have something bigger with more machines. But it will be difficult for me, because I love this part of being private and do this type of classes is like super private, with all the attention on the client, on one client. And I really like this part. I know that it's a little bit like different on the Lagree concept, but for us, I think we will keep it like that, at least here in this area, for sure.
In Monaco, yeah. That was actually going to be my next question. What is next for Body Tailor? Where are you? Do you have anything specific on the horizon, or just kind of keep that under wraps for now?
We'll keep it under for the moment.
Okay, sounds good. Well, when you do open somewhere else, maybe we can have another conversation at that point. But yeah, so fun. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I think it's really inspiring what you've done, and the amount of personalized attention. Both this is who you are. This studio is a beautiful reflection of you and who you are and what your passions are, but also a deep respect for your clients, for your community, and combining those two things together to create a space that really works in a magical way. I love the energy there. I love being there. I wish I could be there more often. My schedule's as insane, as you know, but it's just been so amazing to watch the birth of this studio, the growth and the expansion. And I just adore you and the work that you do. And I hope that it continues to grow and you have all the success in the world.
Thank you, Michael. It's true that honestly, you are our mentor, and we are so happy to have you, with all the advices that I had it from you, and thank you. Thank you for that, and we really hope to have you, like, as soon as possible back to us.
Yeah, I would love that. Let's do it very soon. Well, thank you again, Gabriela, and all best wishes to you and your team, and we'll see you soon. A bientôt.
Thank you, Michael. See you soon.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of Do You Lagree? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If so, please like, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to take your Lagree practice or teaching further, check out my book, 400 Lagree Routines, at chipmanlagree.com and on Amazon Kindle. There you'll find hundreds of classic full body, upper body, and lower body sequences to keep your workouts challenging and inspiring for many weeks to come. And please do connect with me on social media and my website for more conversations, tips, and upcoming episodes. And if you're enjoying the podcast, leaving a review is a great way to help others discover it. Until next time, be well, be strong, and keep shaking.